Left-wing environmental groups are suing because the beaches near SpaceX are closed during launches. This is Friday, December 12th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
We've made it to Friday. Thanks for starting the end of your week with the Texas Minute. Let's jump straight into the news. A coalition of left-wing environmental groups is set to appear before the Supreme Court of Texas next month, arguing that state laws permitting the closure of beaches for spaceflight activities violates the Texas Constitution's Open Beaches Amendment. That amendment holds that the public and individuals have an unrestricted right to all beaches. However, portions of the Enabling Act were amended in 2013 to allow public beaches to be closed for spaceflight activities. Since then, Boca Chica Beach in Cameron County has been closed at various points to allow SpaceX to conduct launch activities. The plaintiffs in the case claim their members have been harmed by the closures, including one woman who couldn't go to the beach for her birthday. A lower court dismissed the plaintiffs' case, ruling they did not have standing to sue. An appellate court overturned that action. It will now be up to the Supreme Court of Texas to decide if citizens groups can challenge a statute authorizing the closure of public beaches as unconstitutional. Taxpayers in Austin have launched a petition drive to call for a special election that could mandate an independent audit of city government. If successful, the election would be held in May 2026. The petition calls for an amendment to the city charter requiring independent audits of municipal finances at least every 5 years. In addition, if the city council wants to pursue a future tax rate election, the proposed charter amendment would require the municipal government to complete such an audit before the election could be called. While the city of Austin currently conducts various internal audits, the proposed charter amendment would supplement that with these regular external reviews. In North Texas, Kyle Morris is challenging incumbent state Representative David Lowe in the GOP March primary, but a review of Morris's social media posts is raising eyebrows. Mr. Morris leveled sharp disparagements at President Donald Trump and other Republican officials while being supportive of Barack and Michelle Obama. Morris has derided President Trump as, quote, delusional, and attacked the president for withdrawing the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement. During the confirmation hearings for Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett, Morris condemned Senator Ted Cruz's comments in her support as, quote, campaigning. He blasted other Republicans for criticizing Democrat Speaker Nancy Pelosi. For as direct as he has been on social media, Mr. Morris did not respond to requests for comment, but he did, yesterday afternoon, lock down his social media accounts from public review. Apparently, Mr. Morris has decided those hot takes weren't so hot after all. The Texas Minute will be right back.
News and analysis on what's happening in Texas. End your day with daily headlines from Texas Scorecard. Every day at 5 p.m., join me, Brandon Waltons, as we recap the biggest stories of the day and talk about why they matter to you. From the state capitol to town hall, there's no shortage of events happening. Keep up with it all. Listen and subscribe to Daily Headlines from Texas Scorecard.
A year-long fight between Galveston County Sheriff Jimmy Fullen and the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement came to an official close this week. T. Cole commissioners voted to suspend Fullen's peace officer license for 6 months, finding that he omitted key information from his licensing applications. The penalty, however, was probated and backdated to 2024. This means Fullen will not be removed from office, nor will his day-to-day authority as sheriff be impacted. impacted. The case began when a retired sheriff's sergeant filed a complaint accusing Fullen of skipping required training and failing to disclose his past arrests, disciplinary problems, and lawsuits on his license applications. While the issues had surfaced during Fullen's 2024 campaign, he obviously won the race. This is all important because back in 2023, the legislature passed a requirement mandating that every sheriff in Texas hold an active peace officer license. Lawmakers said that the change was intended to make sure anyone seeking the office had law enforcement experience and training, but the statute doesn't spell out what should happen if a sheriff's license is later suspended or revoked. You can find details on that story and the others mentioned today, as well as keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Travis Morgan, Adam Kahn, Brandon Waltons, and Michael Wilson. Nick Shepard produces the show and gets it delivered to you each weekday morning. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. I hope you have a great weekend.